Your island, waiting to be discovered.
Yo, 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 Tim Savage, right here. I'm so stoked because I have traveled a journey that has brought me to right here, has brought me to you. I am the most passionate person I know. The things that I believe in, the things that I go for in life are built off of who I am and are built off of what I want to see happen in life. Now in that, I have grown into some amazing things and seen some awesome things go down in my life. But I have goals. I'm somebody who has big vision on what I want to see happen. Now I'm talking to bosses. Now by boss, it doesn't mean you're the one that owns the company. Bosses mean you're somebody who inside of you knows where you're going. You're the boss of your life. Now that could mean that you have very specific things you need to do right now inside of an organization that's so big you can't see either side of it. Or you're somebody that runs a solo entrepreneurial based scenario that it's only you every single day. A boss. A passion-based boss. A passion-based entrepreneur. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to the bosses, the entrepreneurs in the room, the passion-based entrepreneurs. Now, if you're just counting numbers and that's all that you're doing and you don't care about what you actually got going on, but you're good at what you do, stop this right now. I'll give you a second. You stayed with me. All right. Now, this is a class. We're going to learn something. We're going to learn something in this class, okay? We're not just going to come out of this with specific boxes we're going to check off and tick them off and say that we're going to do all these specific things. We're going to have a theoretical function. Theoretical function. I said theoretical because it's radical. And in that theoretical function, we're going to define how we think through the three basic pieces of being a passion-based entrepreneur who needs to get the marketing done. Okay, now let's talk about how we're going to set ourselves up for this class. I really hate the word class. Like, I would love if I can come up with another term than class, but really when it comes down to vocabulary words, that's what I got. So this is a class, but this is a theoretical class because passion-based entrepreneurs, people who are built in any type of passion, we are always in motion. So when we say, hey, I need you to do this exact specific thing, they kind of go, I'll get to that. Just tell me what it does first, and then I'll come back to it. Story of my life. Tell me what this thing actually does. Give me the outcome, the theory on what this thing is going to do. Then I'll go back and figure it out in 3 seconds. But if you start me from nothing and just walk me through, you've lost me 3 seconds into it of your 10 or 20 minute diatribe. So anyway, I'm going to show you the theory of how to think about the overall marketing and the overall sales of being a passion-based entrepreneur. All right, to start with, just so everybody's got this, let's talk about the theory of theory. Whoa! The theory of theory. Basically, the theory of theory is cuts you down to 1% of the time investment you would have to spend by giving it your full unfocused attention. Actually, I want your full focused attention. But by unfocused, I mean, give me everything you got. Put your eyes wide, drill it. And I'm going to hold you to that. So when you step in to the words and the things I'm about to give you, I'm speaking to you like I got your full attention. Like I got everything that's going on around you turned off. Because I'm going to go through it quickly. But when I go through it quickly, it is only done so you can turn around and go back through it as many times as you need until you get the theory. Then from there, you're going to be able to take the cheat sheet I'm going to send you, and in that cheat sheet, you're going to be able to go back in and go, oh, here's how I use ConvertKit. Oh, here's how I use Facebook ads, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to know why. So, again, theory. Got it? We're done. That's how quickly we're going through things, okay? So, the first thing that I want to teach you, the very first thing is presence, poise, how you look on everything that you are. All right? The number one thing you have to have as a passion-based entrepreneur is great representation. Because if you don't have great representation, then you don't look like you believe in what you're doing. Now, it's very easy to have very beautiful and set up and unengaging content, pictures and videos that actually show that you're not passion-based. So as I have gone through a double negative right there, the first thing I want to do is give you the theory and some specific things that you can do to be able to give you the presence online and in person and so forth that shows you as being a passion-based entrepreneur. So now when I'm talking about a presence, when I'm talking about what you look like, the key here is to look at yourself with the most evaluation you can come up with, right? If you're short of pictures, go to pexels.com, P-E-X-E-L-S.com, right? And what that's going to do is give you free stock photography you can use on anything. So why do I say that? You go on there and you see some great photos, you can use them anywhere, right? Now, back that up a second. What about, I have a fitness studio. Well, what about I have a paving company? What about I'm a fashion model? Well, what do? I can't come up with those same photos and look the exact same way and look as good as those pictures that I'm seeing on pexels.com. So I select this. If you can go in and get the most authentic photo that you can possibly find, and sometimes that photo is going to be a blurry photo, but that photo shows an authentic moment that is happening inside of your business. That is representing the passion that is inside of you. That's representing who you are. Now, if you take that same, what I call them sometimes, and I do a lot of fitness marketing and so forth, sweaty selfies. Like a selfie that really happened, that's really going on in the moment. People are blurry. Oh my gosh, right? And you take that and like, wow, it's so cool. That really happened. You know, me and such, da-da-da. That is not the photo that you then use on like on a banner or on a major promotion. That photo looks great on Instagram, looks great on social media, but that's not the photo you're using on your website. You want everything to match what's in your heart. So when I read your content, when I read and see your photos, when I see your videos, they represent who you are and what's on the inside. Remember, this is theory. This is understanding who you are. This is not watering down the Kool-Aid that has been given to you that is actually 100% juice. So I don't want you playing with yourself thinking you're just a sugar substitute, right? You are the real deal. So if you're the real deal, then you need to come off with every single thing that you got. Now, if that means all you've got is a cheap smartphone that's giving you a couple photos that barely represent who you really are, then you're still going at 100% of your game. You're a boss. Now, very important, you can do this. I just gave you a lot of stuff. I just said about how, hey, go to pexels.com, go to do all these things. Don't take just horrible photos. I believe in you. I do this every day. I focus on my photography every day on an iPhone, right? I use the Enlight app. You can go pick it up. It's on the cheat sheet, right? But I want to encourage you that you can do this. You can go out and make your brand, everything you talk about, be the awesomest ever. Be the absolute most coolest thing anybody has ever seen. So when they think of you, they think of somebody who believes in what they're doing. Somebody who's so passionate that nothing's holding them back. When they see your brand, they go, oh my gosh, who is the person behind that brand? Who's the person that's actually getting up every morning and thinking about that brand? Now I want you to stop for a second. This is one part of the class, right? This part of the class is the most important foundational understanding of the class outside of understanding theory. You have to look who you are, not the part, who you are. So when somebody looks you in the eyes and they reach out their hand and they say, I'm going to do business with you, they're doing business with the same person that they saw on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, website, email, live, speaking, anywhere. Exact same person, every single place, every single time. You can do this. All right, you're passionate. You're excited. You got up today thinking about everything that you're going to be able to do with your business. All the people you're going to be able to affect. All the things you're going to be able to do better in the world, all the ways you're going to be able to go deeper into your craft, right? It got so exciting within the first 5 minutes of getting out of bed. Now, we can't keep that same consistent excitement going on throughout the day without a properly caffeinated human being. Are you with me? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm rolling every day. Now, the thing that makes you a passion-based entrepreneur and not a passion-based hobbyist is that you are going to put together a consistent plan of communication about the benefits of what your passion-based business is going to do. That consistency creates a rhythm. And that rhythm is people start to listen. And when they're listening, they're starting to think about how the ways they can start spending. Because cash money is what revenue is. Revenue is nothing else but the cash money that comes in. Now, there are a lot of other things we get as being a passion-based entrepreneur. We get to wipe the sweat from our brow. We get to experience people being excited and happy about what we've done. But we have to underwrite what we've done, and we have to make a return on the investment of what we've done. And the only way to do that is through consistent communication. I'm going to give you 3 ways to do that. The 3 commandments of consistency. Okay, so if you're going to be consistent, think of it as a rhythm. Think of it as a beat. Everybody likes music. If you don't like music, I don't tell you. All right, so everybody likes music, right? So in doing that, think of this like a drum beat, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're thinking that, you're communicating like that. And so the 3 pieces you're thinking of how you're communicating is 1, the origin of the content. Where's that content coming from? So the content's always going to come from a website. It's going to come from a link someplace. So you have to either create the content as a blog, as a photo, as a video. Something's got to happen. Easiest way to do is take your website. If you don't have a website, we'll get into that in my class that's coming up. The course is coming up a little bit down the road. But you're going to build a website if you have to. We're just going to say you got one. All right? So in the website, you go in and you write something. Let's just write 400 words. In SEO, search engine optimization, the basics is like 300. Sure, some people will say it's 1,000, but let's just go with a 400-word essay or blog. And a photo you can pick up off of Pexels. Now you got the start of content. You get the basics of content. Once you've published that, you put it up on your website, cha-ching, it's on there. This is content that is then going to define who you are. The consistency that you have inside of you as a passion-based entrepreneur flows out into those couple hundred words. You take that content, that photo, that link, the beginning of that content, just a little excerpt, and you put that onto your social media. And then you go on to your social media advertising. I like Facebook advertising. I'm going to talk a lot about that. You go on to your Facebook advertising and you boost that post. Those are the 3 things that are going to happen. Now, that action, that thought process, that deliverable happens every single day. But when I say every single day, 5 days a week. In fact, I'm going to let you off easy. 3 days a week. Let's say that everything is really busy and you only got 2 days a week. Even down to the fact you only got 1. The consistency of doing exactly that 1 day a week. Let's start there. So you're posting once a week. You got this, right? You got once a week, you're posting. Now think of this. Every single week, you got to talk about something. You are a passion-based entrepreneur. You have passion inside of you. You're freaking stoked every day of the week. You got 1 day you got to say something. A good photo with some text on a blog, then post it onto your Facebook, and then boost it on your Facebook. And we'll get into the specifics of that. But the outcome is now people are seeing that. They're clicking on it. They are getting your vision. They're getting your passion. They're understanding what is waking you up in the morning. They are connecting with you. This is the most important piece, is that consistency of that content. If you do not do that, you are doing yourself a disservice, and the fire that has been stoked inside of you, you are doing that fire a disservice. So I'm calling you out. If you're already doing all this and you're kicking butt and taking names, I got things to accelerate that, not a problem. If you're not, and you listen to this, go, well, whatever, I'm not really feeling that, man, then you need to just cut out right now. You need to get out right now. If you're feeling that and you're feeling called out, you're going, I got to do that, then I'm challenging you to do that. Hit me up. I'll help you. I'll encourage you. I'm in it with you. You have to do that. There is no other way. If there was a shortcut, I would have found it. There is no shortcut. You know what's the best part about this? It's like, I not only just believe in you, but I know that you can do this because I know you, right? I'm a passion-based entrepreneur too. I live this every single day. writing the content and putting the things together, it's not like I'm perfect and like I just every day just throw, you know, the ball up and it hits the hoop. I struggle with this every day too. I get up and go, man, I gotta write some content. I gotta put things up for people to see. I gotta be consistent with it. There's a lot of tricks that make it easier, right? But the basics never change, and I believe in you. Man, I'm so stoked in it because I know the things by you doing that, it'll come back to you. People will talk to you about it. They'll be like, man, I read your blog. It was so cool. Man, I saw you on Facebook and doing blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I'm so proud of you. It'll hit you right here. Like, it'll emotionally affect you by the connection you get to have with people that you didn't even know before this even happened. Or people you did know, and it just like, you know, it came in a new way. So I'm with you. Don't hesitate. Holler at me. Even if you just need like some encouragement, like, Tim, what's up? I'm gonna give you a what's up every single day of the week, because I can remember times of writing content and working on things and there wasn't anybody telling me, man, this is gonna be cool, or man, you're gonna do great, right? Like, I can remember working on things and it was really hard, and all I wanted to do was I just wanted to succeed. I just wanted to make it into what I had in my mind and my heart, and I'm lucky that I got really good people around me. And if you just need somebody just to be around you, even if it's just on an email, whatever, I got you, man. I got you, girl. I'm with you. Holler at me. 3 pieces of things that you got to do that are going to make you the entrepreneur that's inside of you to the entrepreneur of the outside world. You are a passion-based entrepreneur. I am too. We're in this together. Consistency is the key, and content is king.